Conservation agriculture is one of the practices for sustainable intensification. Now, we've been talking about minimal tillage, where you minimize breaking your land as we've always done. Usually we use the disc plow, where every year we keep on breaking the soil and breaking the soil. But this creates what we call a hard pan below the soil, and that reduces the amount of water that can infiltrate into the soil. So we advocate for minimal tillage, where we only open areas where we want to plant. And the advantages of this is that those particular areas that you've been opened up are the ones that cause water to get into the soil deep to the deeper layers. That is one advantage. The second advantage is that when you do conservation agriculture, minimal tillage, you enable the rest of the area that is not cultivated to heal, like the way we used to do fallow farming, where you leave a place and you move to the other area. But because today we cannot practice fallow farming, where I have to shift from one area to another, I can only open up areas where I want to place the seed and the fertilizers and the manure, and then the rest of the area starts healing over time, and so your soil starts getting much better. The other advantage that we also see, with continuous breaking of the soil, you are exposing the soil and to the sun, and this loses a lot of what we call organic carbon, and that is a contributor to climate change. So by practicing conservation agriculture, we are able to conserve as much carbon into the soil, and therefore reducing on climate change, but also using that carbon as the food for the microbes in the soil. And today we are here in relation to the mechanization exhibition, also featuring conservation agriculture, which is part of the work that we implement under Ukama Ustawi. Ukama Ustawi is a regional initiative by the CGIAR centers, where we are looking at diversifying and building resilience of maize cropping systems. So what we do under Ukama Ustawi is to promote and scale sustainable intensification, climate smart agriculture, and conservation agriculture technologies, so that farmers can adopt these for purposes of making sure that we build resilience to changing climate. And we focus on maize. Why maize? Because maize is one of the major crops in East and Southern Africa, where again this particular crop, as much as it is being consumed widely, we also realize that climate change affects a significant portion of maize production in the region. So we need to develop strategies and technologies that enable to build resilience of this particular system. Now, connected to that, we're also looking at mechanization. Mechanization is a key component because it helps to ease operations, it helps to make efficiency in the farming, but also you can use mechanization to promote the conservation agriculture and the other sustainable management practices. And so that's why we are here today in Nakuru, working here today to be able to showcase some of the options that we have on mechanization under this initiative that we call Ukama Ustawi.